Hey everybody, welcome to my hobby. What I'm holding in my hand is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 5. Guess what doesn't happen in this comic book? You know what doesn't happen in this comic book? This on the cover doesn't happen in this comic book. This is a variant cover. And Cosmic Ghost Rider is not in this comic book. If Cosmic Ghost Rider were in this comic book and they were actually fighting, this might actually be a good comic book. Now, Amazing Spider-Man number 5 is actually kind of much older. I was getting Amazing Spider-Man, and I got the first 3 of Nick Spencer's run, and I didn't like it, so I took it off my pull list. But Spider-Man's my favorite character, and although I've got other Spider-Man comics on my pull list, predominantly the miniseries, because I don't think there's a good ongoing Spider-Man right now. I felt bad for not having some type of Spider-Man on my pull list. I was torn with getting this again because I keep hearing that it's gotten better and that it's good, and then the Hunted storyline looks cool. So I did put it back on my pull list, and I grabbed some back issues just to kind of look at them and talk about them. And this comic book sucks. This is very sad what's happened to Spider-Man. He's been getting the shaft since the 2000s. Like the 90s comics, they were all right, but they started going downhill. But it was really the 2000s, and then now he's just getting the shaft. He's completely written out of character. The last time he was written well and kind of in character was the early 90s, late 90s, sometime around there. I haven't read any of the J. Michael Straczynski issues, which I mean, he's J. Michael Straczynski. I know him from The Real Ghostbusters. He wrote all the best episodes. I believe he's the one who invented the Boogeyman in those episodes. I think he wrote that episode. But you have the Amazing Spider-Man here. This comic is terrible. This comic has a major problem, several major problems. The main problem that it has is the fact that it doesn't know whether or not it wants to be serious. So the previous storylines is that there was a device, and the device separated Peter Parker from Spider-Man. They're two separate entities. However, if they stay separate, they'll die. So there's a Spider-Man without any sense of responsibility, and there's a Peter Parker without powers. I also, I'm not a fan of the what's his name? Otley? Ryan Otley? Is that his name? Oh, let me look at this. Oh, look, a page that doesn't need to be here. All you need are the credits, like at the bottom of another page, like they used to do in comic books for like 60, 70 years. But yeah, Ryan Otley, I don't like Ryan Otley's art. I hear that he's good. Oh god, boomerang. I hear that Ryan Otley is a good artist. I don't like this. This reminds me of the show Jackie Chan Adventures. Have you ever seen that? I never watched it. I don't know if it's good or not. I like Jackie Chan, but this is like a Saturday morning cartoon art meant to entertain 10-year-olds. I mean, it's a comic book about a guy who swings from webs and dresses in tights. So, I mean, I know that this is meant to also entertain kids, but it's art that I don't enjoy. Like, it's not Mark Bagley. You know what I mean? And not only that, look at that face. That's a little girl. Look at how creepy that face is. Like, that's like a regular human-sized head on that little girl. And then you got Peter Parker's sad face there. Look at how sad he is. Mole. That's a mole face. Mole. Anyway, so this has a bad case of the I don't know if I want to be serious or not. This is Boomerang. Boomerang is a doofus, and he's... Yeah, babe, I bet your mom would be pretty mad if you started dating a supervillain. Wait, how old's your mom? You got a picture? And he's like eating brownies out of Peter's Tupperware. Boomerang is a hitman. He's a murderer. In the comic books, he gets hired to kill people. and instead he's like living with Peter and Robbie Robertson's son. Oh yeah, and Peter's like back in college now. It's like they don't know how to write. It's like the 90s happened, Spider-Man got married, and then they didn't know how to write him or how to sell him or what made him interesting and good. So they just keep going, go backwards and get rid of the marriage. Just, we got rid of the marriage, let's put him back in college. And it's annoying and stupid. And the way he ends up back in college is that like his degree isn't legitimate somehow. Like, it's so stupid. Anyway, I gotta skip something here. Oh man, how much of this can I skip? So Peter tricks Boomerang into stealing the machine, then he steals the machine from Boomerang, and he's going to use the machine to put Spider-Man and himself back together before they die. The only problem is that there's an army of Tri-Sentinels who are attacking the city. So an army of Tri-Sentinels, that would be like an Avengers-style event. And if I recall, the first time Spider-Man fought the Tri-Sentinel, he had the cosmic universe powers, like he could fly and do all kinds of stuff. Spider-Man's a street-level superhero, and his comic books were the best when they were just crime comics. You know, he was fighting Sin Eater, he was fighting punks on the street, you know, he was fighting the Kingpin. I'm going to skip a couple things here. Oh god, I can't skip this. So this is what I mean by the you don't know whether it's serious or not. So Mendel Stromm, who came back at the end of the Clone Saga, he had died a long time ago. He died like in the 60s. He came back at the end of the Clone Saga as like the cyborg guy. And I didn't read issue 4, and I don't remember the other issues, but I guess he's trying to destroy the city. And this is his dialogue. I guess he's doing this despite Norman Osborn, but this is his dialogue. You see, Norman? That's how you destroy a city and defeat Spider-Man. I told you all that hair care was a distraction. And then he gets torn apart by giant beetles. It's stupid. And it's like that in other parts. So, oh god, this is the worst. This is off. This is Spider-Man at his lowest. Spider-Man has just been made into a flippin' doofus moron. So, Peter Parker saves Spider-Man from an explosion. His face is clearly half burned. He's bleeding. He's like gonna die. And this is what Spider-Man says. Oh my god, I'm just going to read the dialogue. And then, spider sense. Somebody's robbing the bank and you just build a web hammock wait. And you just build a web hammock over, and they're shooting in your direction. There's a mistake here. They have a word repeated twice. Danger, Will Robert Spider. Oh, this is terrible. Danger, Will Robin Spider. Gets annoying, so I turn it off. You can turn it off? Sure, as long as you don't mind the occasional sharp blinding pain in your brain. That's terrible. Huh. At least I get to go out trying to save somebody's life, even if it is kind of my own, I guess. Hopefully Uncle Ben would be proud. Pete, Spider-Man says, why do you keep saying the name of a delicious brand of instant rice? You know what? Doesn't matter. My point is, I will avenge your death. From now on, I am Peter Man, protector of mediocre dudes who never really made anything of themselves everywhere. Peter Parker is about to die and half his face is like burnt. He's got burns on his arms. And this is the... See, it doesn't know if it wants to be serious or not. It's just goofy and dumb. It's just goofy and dumb. Even though it's got serious shit going on. Like, give... And then there's Taskmaster and Black Ant who are in this. And him and Mary Jane are getting back together. But who cares? Ugh, Spider-Man at his lowest, man. This is at his lowest. And Kraven the Hunter shows up. Kraven's always badass, but they should have left him dead. Yeah. That's Spider-Man for you. I'm gonna do a video one day on these variant covers because I got a story to tell. Anyway, subscribe if you enjoy my my videos. I got another channel. It's called The Real Fuzzy Pickles. I talk about video games on it. Fuzzy Pickles is from the game Earthbound. If you like video games, check it out. Yeah, that name's not gonna last for long. But anyway, y'all take care.